back to the Tailgate, friends. We are joined by Todd, chair of the Detroit Auto Show. We know that you put on a good show. The final product is always amazing. But talk about the challenges as you're working towards that greatness that we usually see.
Well, you know, we had a great show set up for June of 2020. And actually, Huntington Place was turned into a hospital, if you remember, and that show got canceled. And COVID threw a curveball for all of us, especially in the event industry. And, you know, reestablishing ourselves this year and this past January back to kind of our home base in January has been a really good thing. We had a great show in January, and we're already seeing momentum building for the January 2026 show.
Are you still working to bounce back from COVID, even though it's been 5, next year it'll be 6 years since that happened?
Well, because we moved around in the calendar a little bit, you know, we were going to have a June show, then we had a couple shows in September, and now we're back to January, which, you know, we got out of that rhythm. Everybody in Detroit knows that, you know, you get through the holidays, next thing you know, it's auto show time to go to the auto prom, right? The charity preview. And we lost that cadence. And so last year we were down there in January. It just felt right. So
and not the summer season that you tried. That just didn't work.
It definitely, definitely felt right in January. I love it. You mentioned the auto charity preview. Still going to happen this January. And where does the money go? Because you raise a ton of money for charities.
Yeah, that money goes to 6 local Detroit children's charities that we've been supporting, you know, for years. We've raised over, you know, well over $100 million. Wow. I think it's $120 million now for children's charities.
Incredible.
Yeah.
What else can people look forward to this year?
Well, the big success in reimagining the show is really the experiential side of it. So last year we had 4 tracks, and the neat thing about in Detroit, we can run EVs, we can run hybrids, we can run ICE vehicles indoors, Huntington Place. So we had 4 tracks. We gave 100,000 test rides last year, and so, you know, the people that came to the show really enjoyed that. It's a good family event too. We've got an expanded family zone this year too.
Are people curious about electric cars?
People are very curious about electric cars.
And can they experience that at the auto show?
They can.
Can they get into one or drive one?
Yes, absolutely. They go for a test drive. We have a whole EV track dedicated to just that. We also have educational things about charging on the show floor. Okay. So if you have questions, that's your place.
Now, as far as inventory, are there more electric vehicles? Are there more hybrids or the gas vehicles? What do you think will take up most of the space at the auto show next year?
Well, you know, EVs nationwide is maybe around 7% of the business right now. You know, that's maybe a little higher this month because, you know, the tax credits are over at the end of this month. So people are kind of running in to get that remaining inventory. You know, where that will land in the future, it might take a tick backwards, but it's going to be a part of our industry off into the future.
Why do you think, real quick, at the time we have all 4, we've got Stellantis and GM and Ford and Toyota. Why do you think all the big companies are here?
Well, you know, it was important to us to announce that a couple of days ago that I call them our anchors of the show. You know, obviously our Detroit 3, and Toyota's been a great partner over the years. And we were able to make that announcement much earlier this year. So that just shows the momentum that it built out of our January show this year.
That's good stuff. Yeah. Auto show. When again? It's 14th to the 25th, right?
That's correct, Charlie.
Someone's birthday week, too?
Yeah, someone's birthday week.
Somebody.
I don't know who's it is.
Don't know who.
How many dealerships do you own?
We have 5 stores in Oakland County. Yeah, we have Ford brands, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Toyota.
You just need you need a GM. Then you have everyone.
All right, let me know if you have someone that's selling a GM store.
Let's see what we can do.
Is coming here later? I don't know.
He is, I think, yeah.
I think all right.
Thanks so much.
Thanks so much. All the best. I love the auto show. I love it. All
Looking
cars.
forward to it for sure.
Fantastic. All right, let's go on to Ingrid Kelly on the streets of Detroit talking Lions. Ingrid.